Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a T92 HMC, the Tier 10 American SPG, and it's located on the defending spawn of Sand River. And I think if you look at the side, you can see there's a Polish flag on the side of the vehicle. And I believe that means that the driver of this vehicle, the commander, is actually Polish. Battle has commenced. And the commander of this vehicle is neutroceparus. That's quite a name. Don't understand what it means, but there you go. Okay, he's headed for the back of the map. And he's getting ready to shoot. He hasn't started aiming yet. Well, what I can tell you is that the T92 HMC has the biggest gun in the game. 240 millimeters. That's 24 centimeters. Absolutely massive. And there's a lurver about to receive one. Oh! And we don't know what actually happened. I don't think he actually hit him. The shell may have overshot. But he's just adjusted his firing position a little to avoid counter battery. It's got a fairly long reload. You can only do 1.22 rounds per minute. And you only carry 16 rounds of ammunition in total. So you're limited in the number of shots, but this battle only lasts for 10 minutes. So the chances are you're not going to be able to fire all your ammunition in that time, even if you wanted to. Round out. Oh, 480 hit points this time. I think he did get a hit. Now, this Arty can do up to 1300 hit points of damage with a shot. And it's one of the few Artys that used to carry an AP round. But being struck by an AP round that's 24 centimeters inside was usually catastrophic for the enemy tank. And I do remember one occasion, the hilarity that occurred when a T92 HMC fired an AP round at a T110 E5 and used shell camera, and the shell bounced off the front of the E5 and went skywards into the heavens with the crowd watching, and he got a big hit there right into the side of the E75. 647 hit points. That's a lovely shot. That E75 is probably stinging right now. And I'm sure the driver of that tank is cursing Arty. But there's not a lot he can do about it, because he has to blame himself, because he was spotted. And if you don't want to be hit by Arty, don't get spotted. Okay, we've got some targets. They're actually in the river bed. And there's a KV4 trying to make it up through E0, which is one of the easiest passes to make the approach to the south, and the shell falls short on that occasion, so he doesn't get any points. Now that KV3 can't get any further south because there's quite a few defending tanks just further south of him, an E75 and a few others, a Wissy 132. Right, it's going for that IS-7, I think. Almost reloaded, 3/4 of the way through the cycle. Actually, not a KV3, it's a KV4 that's trying to get through E0. Right, the IS-7 pulls back, rounds out, and it splashes him for 113 hit points. But he did destroy the track of the IS-7, so he's picked up some damage assistance. Right, that's 6 minutes so far. 6 minutes to go. An E50 has turned up in grid square F1, trying to make it through the west side. There's an AT-15 defending that pass. And another tank, which is an IS-3. And there's going to be an IS-3 at Tankfest this year, so if you're going to Tankfest, you're going to get to see it in the flesh, so to speak. Well, it's not flesh, it's steel, but a real IS-3, fully equipped, everything on it, everything working. I don't think it carries ammunition, but hell, can't ask for everything. It was very nice of them to get hold of the IS-3 they did get. 67 hit points from that shot on the IS-7. Right, T28 prototype appears to be trying to join the E50, or is he just poking his head up above that riverbank and taking shots at the AT-15? I think that may be what he's up to. And the E50 is still trying to get up. And we just lost the Wizzy 132, who's defending the east side of the map. But the enemy just lost their Ferdinand. Okay, he's loaded, ready to go. E50M. Dialing in the aim. Let's get it precise. You want to fully dialed in, and that's it. Round out. Oh, he got a big hit. 433 hit points on the E50M. Well, the E50M's a better tank than the E50. Mind you, that's like saying the Porsche 911 is better than the Porsche Boxer. Well, the Porsche Boxer is a cheap man's car, and the Porsche 911 is the rich man's car. But I don't like Porsches anyway, so IS-7. Same one he fired at before. Round up. Oh, that went right over the top of his turret. He must have thought to himself, whoa, shell incoming. Right over the top of him, lands behind him. Still did 92 hit points of splash. But he certainly made the commander of that tank's life flash before his eyes for a brief moment. Now, T28 prototype's given up trying to attack the AT-15. Looks like he's moved over. Oh! Well, that didn't work for him, did it? Because the Scorpion G just took him out. Now, the AT-15 was just killed by the Jagdtiger. Now, he's up in the dunes. Last seen in grid square D6. There's 2 minutes 36 seconds to go. And there's the M103. He's trying to make it into the next section of the riverbed. He's took a big hit there, and he's getting a request for fire. Round out. Oh, he got him! He took him out. 75 hit points, but it is a kill. I think we'll take that. Now, can he get the E50M? Oh, the E50M has just killed... He's just killed the IS-3 defending the West Pass, so... Yeah, I'm afraid neutroceparus is going to have to move. He can't stay where he is. He's got the Scorpion defending him slightly to the north, but if that E50M gets into the south area, he is going to be pretty devastating. I'd be tempted to move further east at this point to get into the South Dunes, just further to the east, closer to the cap. But the clock's almost run out, so we need to get as far away from that E50M as we can. The Scorpion's pulling back a little. There's the IS-7. Okay, just stopped to take a shot. Dialing in and ready, round out. Well, he's tracked him. Did 388 hit points of damage in the process. And he's relocating just a little. There's the Scorpion G. Now we're expecting the E50M to appear at any second. And when he does, neutroceparus will probably move like the blazes to get out of there. 55 seconds, or that's the minute hooter anyway. And there's that IS-7. He's coming up into the dunes to look for targets. So actually, maybe neutroceparus did the right thing not to move east, because if he had moved east, it would have been bad for him. Now the Scorpion G has just been taken out by the Jagdtiger. He fires around at the IS-7 and he gets 388 hit points. Or was that the previous shot? I think it was the previous shot, sorry. And the enemy is now capping with one tank in the cap. Now, we don't know which tank that is because there's only two left on his team. The 212 and neutroceparus and the T92. And neutroceparus is moving. Oh my god, the 212's just been taken out. So he's all alone now against 5 enemy. And the clock's about to run out. And he's done it. Oh my god. And the M43 just says, oh my god as well. Yeah, the clock ran out. The 212 was killed within the last 10 seconds of the game, which left neutroceparus all alone. And, well, he picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 8. But he picked up the Kolobanov Medal. He stood alone against 5 enemy and survived and stayed alive in an assault battle. And the enemy failed to cap out. They should have put somebody in the cap. The IS-7 should not have come into the back dunes to try and kill the enemy. He should have stayed in the cap. And they might have actually been able to cap out at the last moment. Even if the Arty had been trying to fire into the cap, at least they would have stood a chance. But they didn't, so neutroceparus won. Let's have a look at the team scores. Well, he came highest on damage, despite the fact that he only got 1 kill. He did 3,060 hit points of damage altogether, with the biggest gun in the game. He did get 1 kill, but that's all he got. He shared that honours with several other of his teammates, but the top honours went to the Scorpion and the M40, who got 2 kills apiece. And when it came to base XP, he was well down the table with 471. It was a tier 10 game and he was top tier. So obviously he wasn't going to earn as much XP as, say, the 212, who was tier 9 and firing at tier 10 targets. So let's have a look at the detailed report. He only fired 11 rounds out of the 15 rounds he carried in his magazine. But he did get 3 direct hits, 3 penetrations and 9 splash damage. Sorry, 16 rounds he carries. Sorry, not 15 rounds. All of the 3,060 hit points were more than 300 meters. He hit 7 of the enemy but got 1 kill, and he did stun damage assistance of 162 hit points and caused 11 stuns. On a standard account, he earned 30,936 credits. And after ammunition resupply, and I'm afraid these shells are some of the most expensive in the game at £2,500 credits a round, which meant that his total ammunition cost came to 27,500 credits, which means he only takes away 3,436 credits from that battle. But who cares? He got a Kolobanov. He received 471 XP, but there was no multiplier, so that's all he took away. But who cares? He got a Kolobanov Medal out of it. So, what the hell? It was a really good battle in that sense for neutroceparus. It lasted the full 10 minutes, but he still came away the victor for his team, and for that he must be very happy indeed. He says it was an unexpected Kolobanov. Maybe he didn't realise that in Sand River, if you win and you're still alive and you're the last member of your team, and there are at least 5 opponents, then you do get a Kolobanov. I must admit, I've been in quite a few Sand River battles myself where there have been at least 4 enemy remaining, and I was the only one left alive on my team, and I was still alive, so I won, but I didn't get a Kolobanov. But neutroceparus did, so well done. If you like this battle, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in our next video.